Okay, guys, so how's she going today? So, it's another freaking cold, crappy day. It's not so windy out as it was yesterday, but it's still freaking cold. So, give you another quick update here and crap again. Mother still complained of hearing gurgling. And I went and checked the tank just not even like 20 minutes ago, and still empty. So, it's frozen, but it's not full. Yeah, the tank is a little bit frozen down there. The water's kind of frozen, which is actually pretty surprising. So, hopefully the water's making its way out. It should be, because it's not backing up anywhere. So, well, it really can't back up anywhere, because the closest place for it to back up would be now the toilet, and not the shower or the washer drain. That's been capped off. So I can really only back up to the toilet or whatever now. So it kind of sucks, but I probably could take the cap off and see if anything comes up it, but I'm not really gonna bother. I do have my heater on, by the way, but it's not on. Hasn't been on that long, so this is just going to be a quickie video for today, because I just had to share this with you because it's frustrating again. Lost cold water again down the basement for like the second freaking time. So, but I had a trick. Well, I didn't know it was frozen. Mother told me it was frozen. She said that she washes her clothes, I guess more like on the cold side, mostly cold water. And she kind of, I don't know, she knows that it took longer for it to fill up or something like that anyways. And she went down there and she looked, and she noticed there was no cold water even coming out of the washer. So I went and checked the sink. There's a sink down there too. That's completely frozen. So the cold water won't come out, but the hot one does. So I'm kind of confused on this, because the washer cold and the sink cold water both froze at the same time. But I had a little kind of like a, maybe, I don't know if you want to call it like a redneck deal or not, but what I did is I started running the hot water in the sink down there till it got, steaming hot. I stuck a rag in the hot water, got it nice and hot, and I stuck it on the coldest part of the pipe. And believe it or not, it worked, but it wasn't the main pipe. It was actually just a pipe for the sink. So I'm not, well, maybe it could be the main pipe. Maybe I can't remember how it worked now, but I think that's actually, maybe it is. I think it's the main pipe coming down, and then I think the cold for the sink and the washer are both teed into that. I think, if I remember correctly, I can't remember, but I got my sink back, so I'm not sure if I got it back on the washer or not. I told Mother to go test it to see if I fixed the problem or not for that. But so if you have a frozen pipe and you don't have like some kind of a heat gun, I've been thinking about getting one of those from Northern Tool. I can get one for like $30 or something like that. It heats up copper pipe and stuff like that, in case they're frozen. But if you don't have one and you can't afford one, the next trick to do is feel the copper pipe. Like, I don't know, let's say this is the copper pipe right here, this wire. Find the coldest part of it. Like, let's say it's cold right here. Okay, and the rest of it's kind of, a little bit warmer, but it's cold right there. Go run some hot water, some steaming hot water, on a rag, and then hug it around the pipe. And keep maybe doing that. I did that twice, and it actually worked. I did it about 3 times. And, oh yeah, another thing too is open the cold water tap on your sink. Maybe even on your washer too, it'd probably work, but mostly the sink anyway. So then that way, it has somewhere to go, obviously, once it starts to get unthawed. But actually, what happened is I didn't realize that I had opened the valve or the handle all the way, because that sink down is kind of stupid. You got to turn it like 2 or 3 times before it'll actually even open the thing up to let the water go out. On the faucet. But I guess I had opened it all the way, and then I put the hot rag on there and started warming the pipe up, and it'll actually start dripping out the faucet. Then that means that you're getting it. So I did that a couple more times, and then it just freaking shot out. That's high pressure right there. See, that sink down in the basement is not hooked up to there's no pressure limiter on it. It's just full pressure and it goes right through it. It's freaking insane. Like I could hook a garden hose up to that and run it 25 feet out, It was some pretty high pressure. But the cold water pipe kind of jerked too, so I don't think it's on there all the best. Like, it's not hooked to the walls very well, but whatever. So that was my trick to get my pipe unfrozen. I didn't really even think of it. And I was like, well, this is the second time it happened. The first time, I didn't do anything. It just unthawed itself, because I didn't know what else to do. So then I decided, well, I'm going to try this hot rag thing and see if it would work, and it worked. Not sure how good it would work on a big thick pipe. This was only 1/2 inch, so 1/2 inch copper pipe. So it's not very big piping, but it worked, I guess. I don't know. I did that about 2-3 times, and the pipe started getting kind of warm a little bit, and then just shot right out. So, but I don't know what's up with the gurgling from the shower, because when she showers, she hears it. When I shower, which is more at night, I'm not a morning person, so when I shower at night, I don't hear it. And she's thinking, well, maybe it's on thawing throughout the day, and then by the time I shower, it's alright. But when she showers, it's probably frozen. Well, I don't know. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a hold of my uncle. Maybe he can bring the ladder down, and we'll climb up there and take a look and see. Maybe it's got some ice on it, and then it freezes over real quick overnight, and then it's frozen by the time she gets up and takes her shower. So I don't know. But there's supposed to be a copper ring inside that the stupid jackass plumber put in there, but he said that would only be for temporary purposes, wouldn't be like a permanent solution. So I don't know. So, and and when I look up there, or when I kind of glanced at the pipe, I don't see no copper ring on it. So what I'm thinking is maybe he put the copper ring inside the black pipe. I guess the copper sucks all the heat up from the sun beating on the pipe or whatever. It heats the copper up, and then whatever ice forms around that, it'll just melt and it just disappear. So maybe the copper ring fell and it's not there anymore. Maybe the wind took it. I don't know. For all the hell I know, that copper ring is probably causing a problem. It probably collapsed and then fell in the pipe, and it's clogged the pipe up. I don't know, but how come when she showers it gurgles, and when I shower it don't? So that's another freaking problem I got. And then I got the frozen pipe deal. That's the second time now that some bitch has froze up on me. So, and I got a little thermostat dewey thing down there. It tells me the temperature of the basement. I checked it this morning, about an hour or so ago, and it was 45 degrees down there. So it's not super hot. But the pipes are up along against the wall. Even though there's foam there, there's still some open gaps, and there's lots of cold air coming up from somewhere, because I can feel it rushing by. And I think it's freezing the pipes. I can't have those pipes freezing like that. They're eventually going to freeze to the point where I can't fix it, and it could possibly crack the pipe. So, and then I'm going to have water spraying fucking everywhere, and I don't need that. So I'm going to try to figure out how much 1/2-inch copper pipe insulation costs. I kind of looked it up, but every place was different. So I don't know, maybe it'll last for a little while. Maybe it won't freeze now. So I don't know. It's supposed to get cold out, and then it possibly might freeze again. I don't know, but they're saying cold weather for the next couple of days or so. So I don't know. It's frustrating, but hopefully maybe it won't freeze anymore, and we'll be all right. But if it keeps freezing all the time, that's going to mess the pipe up at some point. So I'm going to try to maybe invest in some 1/2-inch insulation for the pipes. Now, I did tell my plumber about that. I was like, well, I kind of think that it needs it. And he just kind of didn't really say a lot. He's just like, well, you really probably don't need it. But, yeah, probably. Apparently, I do need it. Apparently. So, I'm just going to buy whatever the hell I can buy there, and I'm just going to do it all myself. I mean, some places say it's $3. I'm not sure if they mean $3 by the foot or by whatever. And then some places are talking 30. Well, you know, it maybe comes in a roll. Maybe like a 100-foot roll or something like that. Then I could see it maybe being, you know, $30. But for $3, I don't know how long it would be. And I'm going to need a lot. So that's what I'm going to have to do. Insulate those pipes. I'm going to try to see if I can find a place that sells it online. I don't think Northern Tool sells that stuff, so I think I could probably order it on Home Depot or something like that. That's where I planned on getting my door insulation from too. Was from Home Depot. I have to have that stuff will have to be delivered to my house because it's not going to fit in my sister's car. So not unless she wanted to strap it to the roof, and she's not willing to do that to her car. So it has to be delivered here by UPS or FedEx or if Home Depot themselves want to bring it on their truck, they can. But I don't think they're going to drive, you know, an hour or so just to deliver, you know, insulation. So it's most likely going to come by UPS or FedEx or something like that, which is fine as long as they don't break it. So that's what's been going on today. But if I'm not having a venting issue, you know, what else can be wrong for my house? Because the tank is empty. She seems a little bit crunchy at the bottom. It's actually kind of frozen, I think, but maybe that's just because now there's a cold gap there now between that and the actual top of the thing, and the water's freezing. I think the water pressure could still bust through it. If we have any other problems, I'm going to have to maybe tie something real heavy to Big Red's winch, and then just maybe like a piece of concrete. I got some concrete blocks I could tie that winch cable off to, and then actually drop that in and smash that ice. I tried to put the shovel down there, but it was actually it was too low. My shovel wouldn't reach all the way. So I was like, okay, well then it's still pretty far down there. If my shovel can't reach it, then it's perfectly fine. So, because I know that I threw a chunk of snow down in there. It was kind of hard snow, and it didn't go through. I didn't hear it hit water or anything. So maybe there's a backup issue again because the water's frozen below, but I mean that's fairly down in there. I think that's below the frost line. So what I'm thinking is happening is that maybe cold air is getting down in there, and it's making that area cold, and then it's freezing the water above that. I don't know. But that's the only thing I can think of doing. If it's not a venting issue, then it's obviously that water's frozen, then I have to bust it up. So I'll probably end up finding something real heavy. I'm sure I got something heavy. Probably could even, I don't want to use those. I don't want to use my C-clamps, but what do I have that's heavy enough anyway to bust ice? I do have a breaker bar at the farm, but I don't want to use that. So I don't know what I could. I don't know. There's lots of heavy things, but I mean, they're not. The holes ain't big enough for me to fit the cables through. So, yeah, that's probably something at the farm I could use too. I could stick a C4 down there. That would work too, but then I might blow my tank up. So that's not an option. But I mean, I got heavy stuff, but you know, this is heavy. See, this is, you know, this is fairly heavy stuff, but I need to be able to tie it off to something, and the holes ain't big enough to fit. I mean, I could fit the cable through, but see, right now Big Red's winch has the hook on it, and I'd have to take that off, put it into this, clamp it off, and then drop that down. That's a mess. That's a freaking disaster. I let it find something with a big giant hole in it. You know, there's probably something at the farm I could do. But that's if the venting is fine. If it's venting's the issue, then that's the issue. Then it's nothing else. Because I don't have anything else to drop in there to crack ice. That's not quite as heavy. So yeah, I don't know. But I'll probably call my uncle here in a little while. I'm going to get this video uploaded for you guys quickie, and yeah. Try to keep my heat in as much as possible. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, I'm kind of blown away with this too, because the tank's not full. You know, it's kind of somewhat frozen, but that really shouldn't matter. The water pressure should be able just to, you know, go right through that. I don't know, maybe it's too frozen, but I don't know. It's really funny because another thing too, I sucked that tank out last Sunday. You know, it's been a good week, and I don't have to do it. So obviously that Radex is doing its job. It's really freaking doing its job fast, because within just a couple, you know, couple of weeks, I put the stuff in the tank on the 4th. And whatever the, you know, today's date is, so that's how long it's been. So it's been a couple of weeks. But you know, that stuff's rated for up to 1,500 gallon tanks, and this is only like a 500 gallon tank, so it ain't gonna take long. I'm still gonna dump the other. I got one more box left, and I'm gonna dump that in there next month. And if that solves my problem, I may not even have to have the tank sucked out at all, because the water level's staying down. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to put the stuff in next month, and then the month after I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to put anything in it. I'm going to probably do that for maybe a month or two, and then see what happens. See if I can get away with maybe just putting that stuff in every few months. They say to do it monthly, but you know, we're just two people living in this house. You know, we don't. I mean, yeah, we put a good share of water in it, but you know, not like, you know, a big giant mansion would. You know, they put millions of gallons into their tanks. You know, so I don't know. It's a mystery, but it's obviously working. But I have another issue now, you know, and that I don't know if that's the vents or if the tanks. If the tank was frozen, completely frozen, then the water would just simply be backing up, and it's not. So I don't know. I'm, like I said, I'm completely blown away with this right now. So, and I know there was another guy. What the hell was his damn name? Was it Clayton or something like that? It's one of my newer subscribers. He's been subscribed to me for a while. I think his name was Clayton. I can't remember what the hell it was, but another good YouTuber. He's been watching my videos often. I don't think he watches them all, but You know, I mean, I don't expect you to, you know, not with bullshit videos like these, but he was talking, well, I was talking about the John Deere, you know, with the Mordic having that freaking issue, and I kind of have to do what I do. I do agree with him that I probably should just call it John Deere and let them mess with it. Paul Short was saying the same thing. And I do agree with you guys. It's, you know, something that John Deere should be looking at. Like I said, I did look at it this last summer, but I don't think we looked at it good enough. But I don't know. That's something else I'm freaking blown away with. Is I can't figure out what the hell's going on with that deck. So I think what's going to happen, well, I got to drop the deck anyway because I got to get my wire out. So I think what's going to happen is maybe I'll drop it, you know, I'll take it off, and then get my fat ass underneath that tractor and maybe see if the lift arms are maybe it's bent, maybe the pins wore out, you know, and the pin had slid, maybe the pin's missing a cotter pin and the pin's slipping. I don't know. It's just, you know, like I'm sitting here trying to think of what the hell's wrong with it because I can't figure it out. You know, and I think even Clayton, if that's his name, I think even he's kind of blown away by it. Well, you know, so am I. It's been doing that for 2 years, and I really shouldn't have let it you know, gone that long. But I think one time I did throw some WD-40 on it, and it kind of did stop it from squeaking for, you know, a while. But I think grease would be better, because WD-40 kind of just dries up after a while. Grease will kind of always stay that goopy kind of stuff way, you know, it'll always stay like that. So, well, for a long time anyway. It probably would eventually dry out, especially if the sun got to it. It would probably dry out real quick, but I don't know. I'm more blown away than the rest of y'all because I don't know. But it's too flippin' cold to be looking at it now. So, come spring, I'm going to drop it. I have to take it off because I have to get my wire out because it's stuck on the lift arm. So, I got to do that. So then I'm just going to drop it and maybe see what's wrong. Maybe something that the lift arm is hooked to is maybe loose, bent, misaligned. I don't know. Maybe it's just completely cocked. Maybe the whole damn tractor's done. That'd be a freaking mess if the whole thing, if it was just completely, you know, destroyed. I'd be like, well, I'm just going to drive on with it the way it is because I kind of need it, you know, so. Because I don't think I'm going to get to it, you know, this spring because I kind of still need it. Because I want to do other stuff. I don't want to have to save up money really for them. Even though I guess I could, but I'd rather get some other things freaking done first. But it just kind of depends. I want to get the insulation for the doors. That was like 70 freaking bucks right there for just one of them. I'll probably end up doing the big door up at the house. That'll probably take all those pretty much. And I got to put some duct tape on the cracks too. That'll help slow it down some too. So I don't know. But maybe we can figure out we got to see what's wrong with that John Deere. It's you know, I'm blown away with it. Just as much as any other. I don't know. I'm blown away. So. And if anyone knows of the big time hater that Matt's having, the badass, I gave him a special name, and apparently Matt doesn't really agree with it too much, so Matt doesn't really typically care for that word too much, but you know, that's what he is. That's just, you know, he's that typical word. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to defend everyone else, but that's just simply what he is, and I don't like him. I don't like the fact that he goes around and tells everyone to stop watching his videos when Matt simply does nothing wrong. He's sitting there having a good time, drinking his 40 after, you know, working all freaking week. You know, the guy deserves it. He deserves to freaking get hammered on the weekends. Pushing long hours, you know. He's a working man. You know, so, you know, leave him alone. Quit sucking, like he said, quit sucking on your mom's tit and leave him alone. Stupid. You know, it's just, Really, if you think about it, it's kind of you're just feeding the fire by, he was feeding the fire by even kind of making that video. I mean, yeah, he was getting his word out and getting his point across to everyone, but that just drives him more. That's what makes him want to come back for more. So he'll be coming back for more. So Matt, if you do watch this video, I know that you said that you were going to drop it, after that video. Drop it. Don't even, if he says something, just, you could block him for one thing. That would help too. You can also ban them from their YouTube channel. So, Matt, if you watch this video, I'm sure you know all this crap. If he leaves a comment, go to his comment, click the little arrow thing way on the right side of his stupid comment, and click ban from channel. Do that, then I don't know if you have to go to Google Plus, because you can block him there too. But I would just do it all. I would ban them, block him from Google Plus, and then go to his YouTube channel and block him there too. That's what I did. I did all those to that other guy, that the new hater that I apparently had gotten now. I did that to him, and I haven't heard a word from him. So that's just the best thing that you can possibly do to get rid of them. Unless, if they're threatening your life, you can obviously take that to the cops and show them as evidence, and then they would, track him down, figure where the hell he's from. So, but if he's not, he's been calling Matt, fatty and shit. Well, that's not really, threatening. So you can't call the cops on him for just calling you a name. If he was to say, well, I'm going to kill you, Matt, I'm going to come over there and rape your whole entire family and kill them all and yada, 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 that's a threat. That's where, then that's when you got to show that to the cops and do something about it. But if he would take it that far, I don't know. So, but what was so dumb is that, he did come to my channel a few weeks ago, badass, and told me to stop watching Fatty's videos, and I didn't reply back. I had not deleted the comment. I was actually going to go back later that day and block him, but then I fucked up and deleted his comment, and so then I wasn't really able to block him. But then I went to this Steven guy. He's a plumber, and Matt, if you watch this video, you know who I'm talking about, because we both watch his videos. The plumber guy, the guy that kicks ass in plumbing. That's the kind of guy I need around here. The guy that does not mess around when it comes to plumbing and heating and all that other crap. He can do a pretty damn good job at it. So, but I went to his channel and I found some comments there from Badass, and I was able to find them. So then I banned them and blocked them, and I guess I could have reported them, but yeah, I could have. I never did report them. I guess I could have for bullying, but cyberbullying. I didn't even think to do that. Maybe I'll have to go do that later. So, but I mean, he's already blocked, so he's not going to do nothing to my channel. But I'm pretty sure that he read my damn comment. And of course, he never reapplied back. And I don't think that they could, since I banned them from my channel. I don't know if they can reapply back to my comments or not. So, but I didn't like the fact that he, was telling Matt that he's a loser, he's a fatty, and yada yada yada. Well. And apparently he was calling Matt a liar. A liar of what? What the hell is he lying about to us? Nothing I can figure out. He's always, he don't lie. I've never caught him in a lie. So you can't say that he's lying when he's not lying. Lying is where I'm telling you a story that's not even true. Like if I said, well, I got married, that's a lie, because I'm not married, okay? So, for calling Matt a liar, you're just a big goof. Because Matt's not lying. And for calling him fat, well, that's kind of nothing new to the world, but, you still, that's the thing. You don't call someone fat. For one, that's not nice. That just shows that you're a pretty big bully if you got to pick on other people and say, well, you're a fat ass and all that happy horse shit. That that makes you look no better. That makes you look like a complete ass. So, and I hope he watches my video, but I guess he won't because I blocked him. But if he's got a second channel, I'm sure he's subscribed to me. I'm sure he's watching my videos somehow, you know, because he knows that I'm becoming a big YouTuber now too. I mean, yeah, I'm not as big as Matt. I mean, Matt's got what, 2,000-3,000 subscribers? I don't know, but he's got more than me. Okay, but I'm at 516 subscribers as of today, and I'm growing. So he's gonna probably get kind of defended by that and want to pick on me. Well, he really can't, but he can go make another YouTube channel and come pick on me. But I'm gonna take care of that real easy. You know. But the thing that I've learned, and I wish everyone would fucking do it, instead of, you know, don't argue back with them. If they say, you know, well, you're a fatty and you're a loser, get the hell off of YouTube and that shit, you know, and I hope you die, you know, and crap like that, don't reapply back and say, well, I hope you die too. Just block them and delete them. If you keep doing that, they're going to eventually get pissed off and they're going to give up because they're not getting a response back out of you. That's what they want you to do. Because when I did that, you know, I just kept getting it back. So now I'm just gonna, if I ever see a hate comment, I just gonna automatically delete it and be done with it. Go ahead and dislike the fucking video. I don't give a fuck. You know, I mean, that video that I uploaded with, you know, when I hit 500 subscribers, got a dislike. Not sure from who, but probably Badass. Wouldn't doubt it. He's such a fucking faggot anyway. Or it could simply just be one of my New Zealand punks. But I don't really notice a lot of dislikes. You know, I mean, every now and then I'll notice some dislikes, but I'm not sure if it's, I mean, it's probably them, but the last few videos have been getting a lot of dislikes, so kind of figured it's them again, but then you also got, I probably got Badass on top of that. Because that one video has 3 dislikes. So I'm thinking 2 are probably from the New Zealand, and the other one was either from Badass or it was from that newer hater that I got, that I blocked. So, you know, I mean, he wasn't blocked at the time, so he was probably, because he did leave a nasty comment on that video of mine, and then there was a dislike there too. So I figured, well, it had to have been him. So, but you know, there's one thing that these haters are never really going to do, especially since they know that I know now. They're not going to leave comments because they're going to dislike my video because, you know, I can't see who's disliking them. I can't even see who, I cannot really even see who's been liking my videos because YouTube has kind of changed their settings now where you don't really see that as much. But see, if they leave a comment on my video saying something bad, I gotcha. You know, I can put it into it just like that. But as long as they don't say anything and they keep their channel on private, then you don't see them there, you don't know. But, you know, they might make a mistake at some point, who knows? Because they're stupid and they don't learn their lessons, so. But, I'm damn sure that this video here too is going to get a dislike. Do I honestly give a fuck? No, I don't. I don't give a fuck. I simply don't give a fuck anymore. So, that's just the way it's going to be. If, you know, and like Matt said too, if you don't like our videos, if you don't like what we're doing, then don't watch them. And you damn well know too that these dislikers ain't subscribing to us. You know, they just remember our names and then they punch it in and they go to our channel or they bookmark us or whatever, you know. And then they just happen to see whatever video we upload. So, I got these haters figured out. I know what they're doing. But, you know, you just can't go, you know, block every single person that subscribes to you because you don't know what they're like. They could either be a nice guy or they could be an evil guy. You don't know until they fuck up and leave a comment. So, but whatever. Let them play their freaking childish games. I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna stop unless all my subscribers unsubscribe from me and I'm back to nothing again. But, you know, excuse me. But I ain't going anywhere. So, maybe I just won't upload as much, or I just won't upload at all. But you're not gonna get me to quit, being on YouTube just because, you're miserable. Do us a favor. Quit sucking on your mom's titty. Quit sucking her pussy. And get out of the fucking basement and go get a real fucking job like the rest of us. Join us working men. As Steve would say, Steven or whatever his name was there. So, be a fucking working man, not a pussy. And I do work. I don't work full time like Steve does or Matt. I just do part-time work. And I get the rest of my money from my truck wreck. So, I'm going to make money for the rest of my life, no matter what. Because of my truck wreck that I got back into a long time ago. So, really, I don't have to ever work a day in my life, but I do want to work. Because I can't stand being at home. I can't. So I don't know how the hell you haters can do it, living in your mom's basement all fucking day long, because, I've been in my house all winter long. I'm stuck in my house more in the wintertime than I am in the summertime, and it's miserable. I'm bored half the time. I'm so bored, I went back to playing Farmville 2 on Facebook. And I hate playing that fucking game. I mean, it's glitchy and crap, so it hasn't been, it's been alright when I started playing a few months ago, but now it's getting dickered again, so that's how bored I'm getting. But come spring, you won't even see me playing that game anymore. I'll be fucking out here working in my shop or waiting for my friends to show up and start cutting hay or something, So, I'm still considered a working man, even though I don't work for, I'm not a full-time worker. I'm just a part-time worker. So, and honestly, the work that I am doing right now with my friends, I'm not even getting paid. I'm just kind of more like volunteering, He offers to pay me. He offers to buy me, something to eat or pay for gas. And I refuse. I don't want nothing from him. I'm glad to just help him out. I don't need handouts from people, I make more than enough money as it is right now to pay my bills, to get food, to get gas, to get some parts here and there. I don't need hands out. I'll just, I volunteer to help him. I don't get paid. He teaches me things. He tells me what to do. He's like, okay, well, you got to do it this way or it's not going to work. I've learned more crap about farming from him than I have in years. I haven't, I've been watching One Lonely Farmer's videos, and half that shit he's been doing, I already know about. I mean, I can't rip a transmission apart, but, simple fixes I can do. But, for ripping an engine apart, or ripping a transmission apart, no, I can't do that. That's going to take time to learn that. So, but for you lazy people that live in the basement all day long, tell me this. Can you motherfuckers take an engine apart and put it back together? Can you even change the engine oil in your car? Probably not. Because you're a fat, lazy son of a bitch and you sit in the basement all day long. Either like me, I can change my oils. I can change a tire. I can do all the simple things. If Big Red has a major breakdown, then I'm going to have, obviously, my Polaris dealer do it because I don't want to mess it up. But when it came time to take Big Red's old winch out to get that fixed, I took that out myself. No one told me how to do that. I learned that all on my own. I just went and grabbed some goddamn wrenches and started tearing stuff apart. Okay? And then I put the new winch in. Did it all by myself. The first time I took that winch out of Big Red, it was very, very hard. And now when I put that new winch in, when I had put the new one in, it went in just like that. I knew what to do. I knew what wires went where and this and that. That's how you learn to do things. You start with the small things and work your way up to the big monster jobs. Like right now, if Big Red had a blown piston, I'm just saying as an example, well, that's something I probably never could do. Not, maybe in 30 years, maybe I could do something like that. But as of right now, no. But I can do all the simple jobs. I can change oil. I can, if I should blow a hose, you just take the old hose off and you go to your player's dealer and have them order you a new one of this exact same size and shape. It ain't that freaking hard. So, I don't know. It makes me wonder about these idiots, but whatever. Sorry for ranting on. It's not really what I wanted to do, but, I just have to kind of get this crap off my mind because it's frustrating. So, just, grow up. Grow up. Quit sucking on your mom's tit, because you're not getting anything out of it, apparently. So, and apparently your power drops on your head, too, when you're a freaking baby. I mean, people were telling me, when I was a kid, that I was never going to be able to do anything with my life, besides be a loser. Apparently not, because I own my own home. I own my own machines. I mow my own freaking lawn. I can drive a tractor damn well. I'm learning stuff. The problem with that is it takes me time to learn. Some people can learn how to fix things instantly. It would take me probably a couple hours, if not a whole day, to figure something out. That's how you learn. You learn by your mistakes that you make. So, same thing with cooking. If you simply try to make a pizza and you burn that or you fuck it up, you learn from that. You say, okay, well, it's burnt, so I cooked it too damn long, so I'll cook it less time. That's how you learn. So, go learn something. Instead of sitting there on Pornhub and jerking off and making everyone else miserable. That's what you haters fucking do. Stop watching Pornhub. Obviously, it's not doing you any damn good at all. It just makes you more fucked up in the head than you already are. Fucking Pornhub lovers. Stupid. Stupid. But, whatever. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take off, because if I make this video any longer, it's not going to upload for me. I do apologize for a super long video. This is just for Sunday, because I don't have nothing else. I didn't plan on making a video today, but I figured I'd let you guys know this bullshit problem I got going on over here again. But I fixed it. But the venting issue I got to figure out, so. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.